everybody. My name is Christina. I'm here in the test kitchen at Science City. Things might look a little different because I'm in front of the camera and Sherry's the one filming this week. This week we're going to show you how to make hot chocolate at home using things you probably already have. In case you didn't know, chocolate originated from the Central Americas with the Mayans and the Aztecs. They used it in everyday ceremonies, festivals. It was part of their everyday life. And the Aztecs, they even believed it came from the gods. Then it moved to Spain in the 1500s and spread through Europe with all the kings, queens, and nobles of the land. Now, though, we can get it readily available at any grocery store. So let's get started. We've got a small saucepan here on our stove top. We've got 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which can be found in the baking aisles, and 2 tablespoons of sugar, but you can use other sweeteners like honey or anything else that you prefer. We're going to start by adding it into our saucepan, and there's no heat on right now, okay? And we're going to add just a splash of milk. We're going to be using 1 cup in total, so we're using part of that to get this started now. What we're going to do is start whisking that together so that we get a paste. So we don't want any lumps. It might take a little while, but this part is definitely worth it. If it doesn't feel like it's wet enough, just keep adding a little bit more milk until you get it going. So now that it is mixed, we're going to turn on the burner. We have a fire burner, but you might not at home. So you want to be safe. Have an adult with you. We're going to keep it on medium heat. And we're going to slowly keep stirring it and adding in our milk. Okay. So it still is pretty frothy looking. And that will start going away as it gets warmer. And you'll probably want to add just 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That can kind of help the whole process taste a little more sweet and not so bitter. And at this point too, some people really enjoy a little bit of salt in there. You can do a pinch of salt or a little grind. And that can actually bring out a better taste than the chocolate, even though it doesn't sound like it should. You don't want to walk away from this either, okay? So just keep stirring it. If it starts to boil, you'll want to turn it down because you don't want to boil the milk or the chocolate or else it will taste charred. So we're just continuing to mix it. It's getting a little less frothy as we go. What you're looking for is either wisps of steam coming off of it, or if it feels hot enough to your finger, you can kind of already see a little bit of steam coming off here. So you're probably getting pretty close. This process can go quite quickly. That's why you don't want to step away. You can already see how smooth it looks now, just like a regular hot chocolate you would have in a packet. But this is going to taste a lot better. So I'm just going to test it real quick. That's getting pretty warm. For me, I don't like to burn my mouth, so I kind of stop it a little bit early. So now our hot chocolate is done. We've turned off the stovetop and we're going to pour it into our mug. You might want to do this over the sink if you're a little uneasy, or you might need an adult to do it with you. But just slowly pour it into your mug. And if you want to add a little more flavoring, there are different syrups you can add. This one's lavender. Jasmine's also very good. And the Central Americas, they like their hot chocolate a little more spicy, so a bit of chili powder can go a long way. Here in the US, at this time of the year, we always like peppermint, so adding a little bit to your hot chocolate and letting it melt will really make a big difference. So we hope that you make this at home and tell us what you've done. We love to hear about everyone's different concoctions and recipes. And us from Science City, we wish you a happy holidays, and we hope to see you again next year.